Hey everybody, and assorted other, welcome to episode 2 of Frill's Blind Reactions. Today is season 7, episode 4, which is called Rock Solid Friendship. So, let's get to that.
So, in closing, earning a doctorate in rock studies from the Equestrian Institute of Rockology.
Doctorate in rock studies from the Institute of Rockology.
Every one of you.
Get the feeling this episode could be about rocks then?
You, actually.
Right. Sorry, just that reaction. She's being loud again.
It is my honor to present our Valoroctorian, Maud Pye. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, is this MLP or the Flintstones? I face palms at the pun. Oh, this should be good. Let's see some of that good old Maud energy.
Yeah, you are! Brilliant speech! Encore! Encore!
There's more, Pinky. I'm Maud Pye.
Come on,
Thank
let's
you.
hear those zingers. Right, okay. And a rock certificate.
My little pony, my little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. Little pony, until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure and fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. To have my all my very best We'll live together and get funk beds, and I'll make us fuzzy slippers that say best sister friends forever. Although I probably can't fit all those words on a slipper, so maybe just BSF.
Yeah, because family living together, siblings living together is never a bad idea.
Slow down, Pinkie Pie.
You're moving to pony.
And as usual, Pinky takes everything
The
literally.
North's definitely moving to Ponyville.
Of course not, Billy. You said there's nothing left to study. So I might move to Ponyville.
I'm also considering
Pinky is best
Ghastly
Maud
Gorge.
confirmed.
Ghastly Gorge? That terrible, awful, no fun, all alone canyon in the middle of nowhere?
There.
Bet there's lots of
Or
rocks.
Ponyville.
Lots of rocks though.
But Pony...
It's a rock-based decision.
But what about
There we go.
the
Lots of rocks.
That's why I'm giving
Pinky.
Ponyville a chance.
Don't sit like that,
all
Pinky.
we have to do is hold on to your world, 'cause it's about to get
Don't say it. Don't say, oh, she said it.
Okay.
Ghastly Gorge may have rocks,
She
but
said
our
it.
gem cave rocks. Huh?
Okay, I thought Pinky knew her sister better than anyone else, so
Oh, darling.
she should know by now that
Lovely to see you
shiny
again.
rocks
Oh,
don't
congratulations on
impress
your
Maud
doctorate.
that much.
And what are you doing now?
Talking to you.
Uh, y- right.
So apparently literality runs in the Pie family.
Well, if you're trained...
Literality.
Darling! This will surely make my gown stand out at Countess Coloratura's album release party. Do you know how rare this is? Just another day in Pony.
Do you realise that she's still a thing that we need to put into the show
That's
occasionally to
actually
sell
a
the
really
toys?
Common gem. These are all really common gems.
They are? I mean, come on!
Damn it, there's
Of
another
course
reason to
they
move
are.
to
That's why
Equestria.
I didn't bring him here
Ponyville
to-
especially, you know, go there, dig up all the gems, bring them back here, be rich.
Spike!
Hello, Spike.
Way to go, Maud! Cross that off the to-do list. You know what I'm saying? Check! Now let's get moving.
And
I'm about
once
to do
again,
something
Spike
that'll make
abuse.
you yell, "Oh!"
I call Spike abuse.
It's a castle made of rocks! What? Did I just blow your mind? I think I just blew your mind.
A lot of
She has got a
structures
point.
are made from rocks, Pinky. They're a very stable building material.
Well, yeah, but that one kind of grew from the ground, so it's a little bit more important than just your standard stone built.
Have you ever seen rocks like this?
Yes.
No, you
Okay.
haven't! Look at those rocks!
Those are stingbush seed pods.
So they are! But, look at that!
And once again, Pinky is immune to pain.
4 smaller rocks around it like legs!
That's a tortoise.
At least they got that right. It's not a turtle.
Oh, wait a minute!
Jeez!
What's that? It's a rock shaped like Lyra heartstrings!
Pinky is being evil. Okay, not a... Ooh, okay, that's a... My man.
I guess he won't be moving to Ponyville after all.
How did I miss that she had deflated? I am disappointed.
Actually, rocks aren't the only reason I'm considering Ponyville.
But she said it was a rock-based
It's a
decision.
rock-based decision.
I'm obviously passionate about exotic rocks, but I've always studied them alone. I could handle some
My
less exciting rocks if it meant I'd have...
God, I don't think I've ever seen her this energetic.
Older.
Are you saying you want?
Hang on, what happened to that rock pouch
I wouldn't mind one.
that Pinky got for Maud to put Boulder in? Did that just... she lost
What
it?
are you looking for in a friend? Give me 6 qualities
I'd
assigned.
like to return this pouch for my sister's party cannon, please.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Some pony could come barreling through that door at this very moment and become your best friend. You know, I
There
really
we
thought
go.
some pony was gonna come barreling through that.
Ooh, the Pinky sense is off then by the looks of it.
Totally my fault. Are you okay? I should have been watching where I was going.
I mean, she had one that was a warning for watch out for opening doors, so...
Have we met before?
Yes.
I knew it! Yeah, see, I was really hoping you'd tell me while I pretended to
God,
remember.
that face!
How is this possible?
I traveled Equestria for my rockdort dissertation.
Psst. Do you know a lot about rocks?
Yes.
Have you ever come across some kind of
And-
super powerful stone that can store the cutie mark magic of,
Evil Pinky.
I don't know, an entire village?
Yep. In the big cave.
So, Maud made all of that possible.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's not tell
I
the
imagine-
pony that part where you maybe for sure accidentally helped Starlight enslave a town. Tell no pony.
It's not like she's enslaved any pony lately.
Pinky is really being evil in this episode.
Well, great seeing you again. I gotta run a few errands.
And I'm not talking Pinkamena evil, I'm talking evil evil.
Offer to help.
What?
Offer to help. You wanna help?
Mm-hmm.
They're totally gonna be best friends, and then Maud will choose Ponyville, and we'll get to wear BSFF slippers!
Hang on, that was Pinky obeying gravity without realizing that it was there.
Properties when interacting with magic.
Or, you know,
With the right
just as she
plan,
realized.
you could rule all of Equestria if you wanted to.
It still doesn't quite fit with Pinky physics. She's starting
Messing with me.
Am I?
to obey real physics, and that's dangerous. That's not a nervous laugh at all.
What else are you into?
Minerals, plate tectonics. Oh, and stand-up comedy, of course.
I like kites.
Why is that an embarrassing secret?
Kites are cool.
They're too light, you got no ballast, and then good luck tacking against the AOI. I really like kites.
They're starting to grow on me.
Yeah.
Pizza delivery!
That was the look of someone who is embarrassed to like kites.
You're here too? Whoa!
And again,
What a coincidence! 'Cause I was
Pinky
just,
Pizza
you know,
Pie.
delivering this pizza to
Pinky Pizza Pie.
So how's it going?
And there we have standard
Just
Derpy,
hanging out.
just
Hey, you could use this time to bond.
beaten like anything and
Example,
instantly
do you
happy
feel
again.
like you're becoming friends?
Sees the best in everything, you know,
I
smacked with a
feel
pizza.
like
Free
you wanna
pizza!
Talk about feelings? Great! I'll go next. I feel like I love that you two are becoming best friends. I mean, your friendship.
I feel like I don't want to talk about feelings.
No pressure, Starlight.
But that's talking about feelings, which you don't want to talk about.
Where'd you two go?
But you were talking about it. Paradox!
There's no half excited with her.
Oh, I know. But she always calms down. Eventually.
It can take
Why
a
do you
few
find rocks so
decades.
fascinating?
Each one has a different story to tell. Like Boulder here. This tells me he's over 2,000 years old. You don't look
Wow.
a day over 600.
Wow. You can tell that from a line?
I didn't get a rock drip because I can shred on guitar like no pony else. Another reason I like rocks.
Can
they
she,
don't
though?
exclude you if you're different than other ponies.
They're beautiful and strong, but they don't judge you or make you feel less than in any way. I think I'm starting to like rocks too.
I'm seeing a parallel
It's
here.
hollow?
It's granite.
Judging for
All
being
granite is highly
different and a secret fancying for kites. Different
Seen anything like this?
kites.
And that's unusual for me.
I have no idea what this means.
Can't imagine how
Again, Pinky just appears from nowhere.
your first time discovering an underground cavern. I
Just
can't wait till you're
just
old and eating the
Maud's
snacks
reaction, just
together and telling
pupil
your
shrinking,
grandma
nothing
about
else. Just
it. Oh no! They're not bonding!
Pinky, stop trying to force friendship. Friendship happens. You can't.
Tripping on a rock at this very moment, and now I'm falling down.
You're tripping on something.
Oh, no.
Tripping on something more than usual.
Accidental clumsiness has trapped us here.
Get us out of here, boy.
Wow, I was going to say that we've already seen how Maud can burrow through boulders and Pinky can dig through
That
dirt
was
with her tail.
sandstone.
More sand than stone, apparently.
And now we've seen how Boulder gets them out of these places.
So I don't lose you again, you sillies. That way I can track your progress as friends. Ooh, and tomorrow we can have a friendship.
Again, there are cowbells in this. Why would they be such a thing? I mean, is that a fashion statement for cows, or is this some
Yeah,
kind of
I don't know if I can make
class
it.
labeling
You'll
system?
change your minds when... Oops. Tomorrow's brunch is gonna be the scrumptiest, brunchiest, munchiest brunch ever.
See, the problem with Maud is
about
that you
that.
can't tell if that smile means, wow, she's awesome, or just, I'm slightly happier than usual.
How a Starlight smile to frown ratio? Anything over 5 to 1 is great. Oh, and how many times did you smile
Okay,
like this?
Pinky and Sleeper, cutest thing ever, confirmed.
So hard on...
Pinkie Pie, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but
But...
never mind.
Don't worry,
Aw.
Maud. Then I have amazing bonding activities planned.
See, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this,
Starlight will
but
be besties in no
it
time.
just seems like Maud wants to share something that she thinks no one's going to appreciate. And I'm trying to keep this family friendly,
Pinkie Pie.
so
Thank
I'm
you for trying so
sure
hard to
some
help me
people
make
kind of
friends.
know what I'm
But
getting
my
at
decision
here.
has to be rock-based, and Ghastly Gorge has such great rocks.
Oh,
I won't even have
Pinky
time for
pushed her
friends.
away.
It's better this way. Sorry it didn't work out. Maud.
Wait!
But we already know Ghastly Gorge isn't that far away. I mean, Rainbow Dash used it in deciding which pet to get. So, you know, I mean, it's got to be at least within a day's flying distance.
Oh.
I mean, otherwise it wouldn't be worth taking everything out there to do the race and then...
You know what? Jalapeno red
Get
velvet
back
omelets
again.
sound gross. I just can't. One left in the middle of the night. Oh, I guess Ghastly Gorge really does have the best rocks. Why couldn't you two just be friends? Pinkie Pie, I like Maud. You do? Yeah, she's weird. She sees the world in a totally different way than any pony I've ever met. She accepts me for who I am. She taught me that a rock is never just a rock, and she can make anything funny. And we never had to say it, but We got each other.
So much allegory that I'm not going to go into
I
here,
think
but...
so, but you kinda, sorta got in the way.
Told you.
You're right. Too harsh. Let's go with...
True, though.
You ruined everything all the time?
Ow!
That's worse. What I'm trying to say is... I have to go!
I think you've said enough.
Lesson learned?
Sorry.
She actually says sigh. She's that guarded with her emotions that she won't actually sigh.
Emerald Jasper.
And that's another thing gets me. People usually get that was a Korea eel about to eat Maud. People usually get that guarded with their emotions, as I was saying, when they...
Mud tracks!
Did you really need to taste it to find that out?
Hello, Pinkie Pie. I found Emerald Jasper.
Okay, surely any pony would know to react to, you know, being eaten.
You didn't need to come. I'm having a great time on my own.
Yeah, she kinda did. You were about to get digested.
I even made it. I don't belong in Ponyville. It only proved I'm better off all by myself, like I always have been.
Don't say that!
Yeah, you hear that? You hear that? That's the heartbreaking.
I thought I knew everything about making friends, but I didn't even know my own sister. I forced you to do things my way, but my way isn't your way.
This way.
Exactly!
No, this way.
That looked a lot longer drop a second ago.
I thought you couldn't make a friend without my help, but it turns out you couldn't make a friend with my help. I underestimated you, and I'm sorry.
It's not that she couldn't make a
I
friend
know
with
you
your
did
help,
it
it's
out
that
of
your
love.
help stopped her
You're
making
my
a friend.
best sister friend forever.
Oh, Mud! I love you bigger than all Equestria!
And you melt my heart more easily than sodium-rich plagioclase feldspar.
I don't know what that means. Give me another chance to leave you alone.
Actually getting a little teary
What do you
here.
think, Boulder?
So was Boulder chopping the wood, or was Boulder about to become dinner because she'd run out of all the other food?
For good?
And, you know, she was resorting to...
This doesn't mean we need to start talking
Rockabilism.
about feelings, does it?
No way.
And she's gone to live in the magical gem cave.
My sister's totally staying in Ponyville.
Wow.
Ponyville adjacent.
I suppose if you find the place, you own it. In Ponyville, doesn't matter whose land it's under, you just go, hey, I found a cave, it's mine now.
Wrong way.
I really wish I hadn't done that, now I'm amazingly dizzy. So that episode was... interesting. Again, it's not joined the ranks of the episodes I didn't like. It did seem, though, that... well, I would say that Pinkie was acting a little out of character, but we've not really seen that much interaction with her sister, and in the interactions that we have seen with Maud, it's doing what she can to please her, basically. So we know that she's willing to act differently for Maud. So to say that she was acting out of character, that's not really true. She was acting in character for someone who acts out of character around someone else. You know, it's something we all do from time to time, really. You know, you meet a new person, you want to make a good first impression, so you under no circumstances be yourself. You know you should. You know the best way to make a first reaction is to be yourself, and yet you don't to make the best first reaction that you can. Or is that just me? Am I really a very, very damaged human being? Please help me, please help me, please help me. Yeah, like I say, in this episode, there are parallels that can be drawn, and, you know, without putting too fine a point on it, it's almost certainly me looking too deeply into it. But this lesson had a kind of subtext of coming out stories to it. You know, it's people, or in this case, ponies, being embarrassed by something that makes them them. You know, in this case, it was Starlight and Kites. I mean, for some people, it'll be being bronies. For others, the obvious jumps out. And, I don't know, it just seemed a lot like Maud was trying to not let a glimpse of herself out, of a certain part of herself, even to Pinky. Again, it's almost certainly just me reading too deeply into the fact that, you know, Pinky was being too smothering. Yeah, I suppose, as I mentioned in the last one about art, people read these things what they want to read into them. So, just me seeing something that's not there, because that's my experience. But further evidence for it is how guarded Maud is with her emotions. She won't even sigh. She will say sigh. And being that guarded with your emotions is usually a sign of not wanting people to get a glimpse at you. We'll just wait for the noise upstairs to die down a bit. This could take a while. Now, like I say, what is far more likely is I'm reading into this where there is nothing to read into, because Maud being like that is just Maud. It's a character trait they gave her when they introduced her, and so she stayed like that. Don't worry, we can pick all this up in a minute. I can wait as long as they can. So anyway, it seems like this season we're going to be getting a lot of single character specific episodes. I mean, last one was Twilight, this one was solely Pinkie Pie, and next episode, from what I've heard, I've not seen it yet, and from the title I've seen, is a Fluttershy episode, but we'll have to see how that goes in the next reaction video, won't we? And I'm going to be honest, I'm liking it. I mean, we've seen so much of them all together, it's nice to see a bit more of them interacting on their own, you know, with other ponies rather than each other in the main six. So I am very interested to see where this goes. There was quite a lot of comedy in this episode. There were a few things that made me chuckle. And probably more would have made me chuckle if I'd been paying more attention to the episode than talking. But I'll give it another watch later. The bit that really got me though was Derpy. Just no pony else could get hit in the head with a pizza and then realise, oh, free pizza. So yeah, she was just she made that episode for me. Although I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit surprised with Pinky even acting like that she would willingly throw a pizza at another pony and hit her in the head. But again, we know that people and ponies are willing to act differently when they're trying too hard, in this case as Pinky was. The actual lesson of the episode is obvious, you know, that sometimes you have to leave situations to develop on their own. You know, you can't be a part of everything and force something to happen. Or at least that's what I saw in it. It was obvious it was always going to happen in the end that Maud would move to Ponyville, but I am glad that they all made amends and everything was fine and dandy in the end. You know, a nice little schmaltzy ending that I can get on board with. And yeah, Pinkie Pie is best Maud confirmed. Well, second best Maud. Maud is best Maud. Out of 10, I give it a delicious hamburger. Stay tuned, because there will be at some point a proper review. Though I would like to look more deeply into those. So they're going to take a while to come out, but keep an eye open for them. And until next time, everybody be beautiful to each other.